How do we remain in our point of power, which is now, yet focus on things that are coming in the future?
By accepting that there's you, and you're both in the now. And so your calibration is not about measuring time, thinking about actions. Your calibration is about vibrational blending with that other part of you, which then gives you the ability to understand time in its most expansive way. Imagine what it must be like for your inner being. Ooh, this is so exciting to us to tell you what it's like to be non-physically focused in one of your moments in time. Because your moment in time, whoop, there it went again. Our moments in time, because we are privy to all of the vibrational components of this moment in time. We know everything that you've asked for, and everything, not past tense, but everything that is queued up here, and everything that is vibrationally attracting unto itself on your behalf now. So this avalanche, this cooperative component stream of all of the pieces of what you want to call your future experience are happening in our dynamic now. And we get to feel them coming and watch them evolve and feel the evolution of them, much in the way you might do if you were watching one of those time-lapse photography things where it's showing the seed being planted and then the seed becoming and then it coming up out of the ground and then it becoming a plant. One of those things. As we stand in your vibrational reality, we get to witness the becoming of that which is your experience. So our now is way more detailed than your ability to comprehend it, but not your ability to feel it. That's why we keep encouraging you to feel your way, to be more emotional rather than trying to think your way forward. And then, of course, then think about what happens for you. Oh, this is way good. Stay with us. So did you get a sense of what it's like for us to get to watch the gathering of the cooperative components and to get to see the hands in the clay creation that's happening on a vibrational level, which you want to call on a beneath the soil, can't see it, hear it, smell it, taste it, touch a level. But I will accept, Abraham, I'll take your word for it, maybe that it is actually happening like that. And I'm kind of getting the gist of what that's like. Now let's step into the experience that you're having in your now, where a lot of it, what we're advocating for you, is that you just hold yourself in that feeling place as best you can of somewhere between satisfaction and anticipation. That's what feels best to you. I like what's going on and I'm so eager about what's coming. As you pick thoughts that feel like that, then your now in moments in time begins to reveal to you in a way that you get to see it. The person walking in to your sphere, you're having a conversation. You have some recognition of when that got started. They start saying things that you've been thinking about, things that you were talking to other people about. The phone rings. It's the other person that you were talking to about that. This cluster of things all coming alive in your now. Those things that we saw coming, you get to witness them as they unfold. And the more we're excited about this, we want you to feel this, the more you have been emotionally resonating with us and what's going on in your vortex, not being able even to describe it, most likely, but feel it, sense it. As it starts showing up, you know what that's about. You know why you're looking over there and why you saw that sign. And you know why you took that call even though you never answer your phone ever. And you know why you took that off-ramp. As you connect the dots, as it manifests, that's the story that we're telling you here. As you collect the dots as it manifests in your life, you will remember the dots as you put them into your vortex. You will remember the emotion that you felt about it. And for brief moments in time, we will be sharing exactly the same perspective of time. But you're not meant in your physical body to be up to speed with that. Really, you don't want to lie in bed and be aware of all the gurgling of your body. There's a lot going on. There is so much going on in your body. You didn't come to examine that. The cellular consciousness is taking care of all of that. Your inner being's aware of it too. But you're here for the big, bold, park it in my garage and take it home and sleep with it. You are manifestors of the delicious aspects of life experience, of which you get to choose every single aspect of. And once you start getting the hang of this, when you have a new thought, you'll think, oh, Well, that's new. Ooh, I like that. Ooh, I'm going to watch for evidence of that. This now that you're calling our attention to, it's everything, because there is only now. There isn't anything that was before, because everything that was before has become what is now. Everything that is now is because of what was before. Nothing exists apart from now. And the more aware you are of now, then the more alive you are, the more interested you are, the more self-actualized you are, the more of your personal power you feel, the more you enjoy pointing and watching the dynamics of the universe all doing their part in order to fulfill the aspect of it that they were born to do, so that you could have this moment in time. And all of it dynamically moving forward, moving forward, moving forward, moving forward. We can't even suspend it long enough to explain it to you accurately, because do you feel, do you know, we feel, do you know, we know, are you getting a glimpse? Do you know what just happened in this conversation? In this conversation. Everyone in the room not right up to speed with it in terms of your physical conscious mind, but every one of your inner beings resonating with it and knowing that, and knowing now that you're going to be keener to more clues than you were before this conversation. Therefore, your life experience is going to be more rewarding. Oh. You know how sometimes you like to have an experience where you're with someone who's really sort of tuned in, tapped in, turned on with you, and you want to give them a playback of something that happened, and you say, and then I had this thought, and then I had this thought, and then I had this thought, and then this happened, and then this happened, and then this happened, and then this happened, and you get into this stuff where all these things that you just can't even believe, all of those things that are happening simultaneously, or even one at a time, one at a time, one at a time, things that don't usually happen to you, but you're connecting the dots because you did the preliminary work. You thought your way, you felt your way, you held yourself there long enough. You felt the momentum building and building and building and building. You felt the enthusiasm in your own self. You were in sync with your inner being. And anytime you have one of those enthusiastic moments where you are in sync with your inner being, oh, watch what's coming next. Because you have queued yourself up for more conscious awareness of your next now moment and your next now moment than ever before. And when you spend your now moments watching somebody else's troubles, we want you to help others, but it is just not a good idea to spend much time at all in that step one, know what you don't want mode. You're born uplifters. You're born uplifters, and you never uplift by talking smack about somebody, or by hoping that something goes wrong for them, or by wishing it would, or even by noticing that it is. When you give somebody a label, let it be one that feels good to you. I give you the label of someone I like to be with. I give you the label of a powerful creator. I give you the label of somebody really, really suffering. Their inner being is giving them the label of powerful desire. It's a good thing. And most of them, if they could talk to their inner being in that moment, they'd say, get lost. But your inner being never gets lost. You sometimes wander off into the wilderness a little bit, but your inner being's always that bright light, always that steady signal that you can find your way back to it if you understand there is a signal and what it feels like when you're moving in the direction of it. It always feels good.